Good morning, sweet world, and welcome to the No Dunks podcast presented by FanDuel. It's Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. I'm Jay Skeets here in the Classic Factory, and alongside me, as always, Tass Mellis.
Basketball friends, this is for you.
Next to him, it's my top shot hot boy, Trey Kirby.
Ayo.
Ayo. And over yonder, making the magic happen, super producer JD.
Hello.
There he is, and here we are. Hello to everybody on YouTube. Hit the like button, subscribe. Podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews on today's show. We're going to explain the new All-Star format.
Yes. Let's go.
And the new voting rules.
Let's go.
We'll also highlight a few of last night's NBA action. It wasn't as great a night in the NBA as it was the night prior that you guys broke down in great detail with Jason Concepcion yesterday.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should just talk about Monday night's games again. Honestly.
Run it back, get my opinions on them.
We didn't get enough detail, actually. We kind of pulled back.
We had another entertaining Celtics-Sixers game. Yeah. They always ended.
One of the best games going right now.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But yesterday, Dallas Mavericks owner Patrick Dumont fired general manager Nico Harrison amid the team's disappointing start to the 25-26 season. Mavs 3-8 record. They ranked 29th in the NBA in scoring. This is just foreign territory for a franchise that damn near always finished in the top 10 in offense when Luka Doncic was running the show. Something changed. So Nico Harrison gone. There are two questions. You guys reacted to this breaking news on yesterday's pod, but the two questions I feel like everybody is asking is why fire Harrison now? And then what's next for the Dallas Mavericks? Which one of those two cues do you want to sink your teeth into? Because, it is a little shocking still. 10, 11 games in here. You're out of here, buddy. 9 months after the Luka trade.
I think the present, let's start with the present. Why now? Fans hate their team.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. Players, you've read in multiple reports from every Dallas reporter, dread playing home games.
Yeah.
Tim McMahon had the line, these people don't want us to win. You go online, Cooper Flagg's family is tweeting about how it's unfair that a guy like Cooper Flagg has to deal with the fallout from this. He wasn't there when Luka Doncic got traded. He had nothing to do with it, but still, fire Nico coming down every single time they play. Throw in this. The American Airlines Centers had a sellout streak that started in 2001. It's over. Attendance is going down. Having Nico Harrison as the GM, literally bad for their brand because of the move he made last season, trading Quentin Grimes. Also, some complicating factors. Luka's averaging 37, 9, and 9 for the Lakers. Anthony Davis has played 5 games, and they're 14th in the Western Conference. But I think it basically comes down to we can't have this guy associated with our team and expect our fans to remain fans of our team.
Yeah, there is a deep hatred. It's sewn into the fabric. It is part of the fabric there. I just start to think, would a different achievement on the floor, as you said, Anthony Davis isn't there, Kyrie Irving got hurt in March. What is the level that they would have had to achieve on the floor to keep Nico Harrison's job? Is there a level? Would they have been able to get somewhere? Is it a championship? I don't think so. And when I talk about that, when I say that, I'm weighing both sides. Obviously, there's going to be hatred forever because you traded Luka.
As there should be, because it's one of the dumbest trades of all time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Period.
But how many championships does it take to offset it? Right. With these business people, they are business people at the top that would say, okay, you hate us, but our sales in terms of tickets are up, merchandise is up. So where is that level? Is it one championship? I don't think so. I think it's 2 championships. And maybe you start to think about it. If Kyrie and Anthony Davis would have been able to achieve that, maybe Nico Harrison has a job because the business people say, okay, we didn't have to pay $345 million for Luka Doncic. We didn't even have to pay Quentin Grimes. What a deal that was. And now we're starting to win basketball games. We can raise the tickets as they did for the 25-26 season. Another reason why they are going down in ticket sales. It's just a huge mistake after mistake after mistake. So you got to start to think. It's all about the money, and would there have been a level? I think 2 championships may have done it, but that's pretty hard to do.
Hold on. Here's the fun hypothetical. If the Mavericks are 11-0, but the fans are still chanting, fire Nico, does Nico Harrison still have his job or not?
11-0?
Yeah, they're perfect at this season.
Yes, he would still have his job.
Okay. So you're looking way in the future of championships. I'm talking like right now, if they were 6-5, 5-6, they were average.
Part of it is Kyrie getting injured in March, for sure.
Yeah.
Their run into the play-in tournament was horrendous, and it ended real quick. And so the hatred continued on into the offseason. But the owners coming in and not realizing, oh, we can't do this to our fans. Care about players who care about this franchise. So yeah, they messed up there obviously to start, and then the injuries just it snowballed from there.
Mark Stein also reported that the final straw may have been Harrison's push to get Anthony Davis medically cleared for Saturday's game against the Wizards, despite him rehabilitating his calf injury. And I guess some members of the staff apparently wanted AD to continue to rest. You're not ready yet. We've already done this once before with you trying to rush back. And that Patrick Dumont then stepped in and was like, no, we're keeping AD out. So maybe, again, final straw. I know all the fire Nico chants are having an effect. And Dumont in a statement, Trey said, a part of it, quote, this decision reflects our continued commitment to building a championship caliber organization. Of course, they always say that. One that delivers for our players, our partners, and most importantly, our fans. And that goes back to exactly what you said. The fans hated them. They were never going to forgive them, unless maybe they were 11-0 and winning multiple championships, but that was unlikely because they traded for a guy that's always injured too. That's the other part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Tim McMahon reported similar stuff on the Hoop Collective that Patrick Dumont stepped in to give his advice on the Anthony Davis return to play, which, he didn't play over the weekend, didn't play last night as well. He's got a calf injury, which is pretty hilarious considering it was Luka's calf injury that was part of the reason that Nico didn't think he was going to be a reliable guy. But in that statement from Patrick Dumont, I didn't hear him really taking any accountability. Who signs off on the trade? The big dog, Patrick Dumont. So yeah, he sat down with Nicholas Dickinson and apologized to that guy. Didn't apologize to the fans, except for just Nick Dick. I don't know. Will this change things for the Mavericks? I think a little bit. I think their fans tonight should probably be pretty supportive that Nico Harrison is no longer employed by the team. But then very soon after that, it wouldn't be surprising if the chants turn into sell the team.
Yeah, it was an incredible Monday night when PJ Washington was going to the free throw line to tie the game with 3 free throws. The arena went silent. He goes to the free throw line, hits it. The arena goes back to being silent. And then when he missed that second free throw, they said, oh yeah, we're back to being normal again. Fire Nico! It just immediately changed like that. It is woven into the fabric of that city. And Nico Harrison, when he fired his athletic staff in the summer, that was in part, I suppose, because they brought back Anthony Davis too early, and he thought Derek Lively wouldn't need surgery this offseason, and they brought him back in April after 2.5 months off, and he had to go have surgery. So he just kept trying to do stuff, but it does fall on the owners, and that the photo op of him with Dickinson sideline was clearly just to show, oh yeah, we're going to fire a guy and you should love us again. I mean, that's what it was.
We're learning. I've learned my lesson. This is the ironic part of all this, because usually the new owner syndrome is the owner that comes in and does way too much. And Patrick Dumont and this new Mavs ownership, they sort of did the opposite. They're like, all right, well, Nico's got it figured out. Do whatever you want, Nico. You want to trade Luka? Really?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I guess so. Whatever you say, big guy.
Should have said no.
Yeah.
And they also made sure that Mark Cuban wasn't anywhere near the team. Yeah. That was part of the agreement that did not become part of the agreement. Mark Cuban was supposed to be the basketball guy, and they made sure that did not happen.
Do you blame Mark Cuban at all in this? For selling to a group that he purposefully said, they're not basketball people. That's why I'm selling it to them. They're good at real estate.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
For
and now
a cheaper price than they could have gotten.
Yeah, right. Yeah, their aspiration, I guess, is to potentially put a casino in with the arena if gambling is approved or legalized, I should say, in Texas. I guess that's a possibility. But Cuban did think he was going to be part of the franchise. So,
okay, yeah, fair enough. He was wrong. But look at the way the Lakers did it. They sold to a multi-billionaire who ensures the team is going to stay where they are. They're going to spend a ton of money and got it in writing that, Jeannie Buss still has a say in things, right? There are ways to do it, and the Lakers did it the right way. The Mavericks didn't do it the right way. So I think Cuban is he's pretty low on the list of responsibility here, but he's probably number 3.
When he does interviews as to how the actual deal happened, he talks about having it in the deal himself, that it was in there, but it was somehow removed. And it's either the NBA to blame, and they claim that it wasn't them. And then it's either the Dumas to blame that really literally just removed his name from that operation. But then, is it a monstrous burden is on Nico Harrison for saying, hey, Luka, you're God, man. Whether or not he likes Luka's workout plan or what, he doesn't like that he doesn't work out every day in the past, because now he works out every day. We're just
Yes,
we're just wanting to make his mark, just wanting to make his stamp. I'm being so smart in trading the guy that took the torch from Dirk Nowitzki and this franchise. Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
How do we make the pie, but they all are to blame.
They completely underestimated, too, how fiercely loyal the fan base is with the Dallas Mavericks. They did. They took it for granted. We saw the consequences play out. I saw something that D Magazine wrote yesterday. It really stuck with me. Quote, on the rare times Harrison did show his face, he front ran. Scorned fans? They'll be back when we win. That was sort of his MO. The blind luck of winning the Cooper flag pick, people are finally starting to see the vision.
Great quote.
Championships, they'll be won by defense. He kept doubling and tripling and quadrupling down on, I'm the smartest guy in the room. You'll see. We'll win multiple championships by getting off of Luka and getting back AD. And who else? Max Christie and a pick. That's it. The other part of this whole thing, we talked about it at the time of the trade, so we don't need to go over it again. But it was like, you did it in secret because you knew the backlash that was going to happen. So you decided Luka's got a bad work ethic. We don't want to pay him crazy amount of money. We'll never win with him. Okay, sure. Well, then open it up, because there'll be 29 other franchises trying to fall over backwards to give you a huge trade package. And they didn't do that. They had to do it in secrecy with his buddy Rob Pelinka on the Lakers to make it happen. Well, you're rolling your eyes at me.
Well, I'm not rolling my eyes, but there are two parts. The money part is all the Dumont. It's not Nico Harrison. Nico Harrison just wanted to make his stamp. That's my thing. And then he goes to the front office or to the ownership and says, we don't have to pay this guy $345 million. What do you think about that? Well, that's
if you say so, Nico, you're the one in charge. You're the basketball operations.
Yeah. He just wanted to make his stamp, and so yes, they're two separate things.
Make your stamp. Okay, we're not going to be able to do this with Luka, but open it up then to every other team to get back a better trade package.
Oh yeah, it's wild. It's wild. We're going to start talking about Anthony Davis deals. Literally, the package that the Lakers were able to get, that Anthony Davis will get now. Is greater than the package that the Lakers had to give up for Luka. It's nuts.
Maybe.
Maybe. Multiple picks. It's going to be super close. It's nuts. Yeah, when you think about the Anthony Davis packages, yeah.
So, okay, let's get to the second question then, which is, where do the Mavericks go from here? Trey, you had a short up yesterday on the idea of, I guess, sort of blow it up, or at least move off of Anthony Davis, as Tass just brought up here. Is that the next logical move to you?
There are three phases that I really see that need to happen. The front office has to find a good GM. It's like tear down and rebuild time right now. Maybe that's Matt Riccardi. Apparently Mark Cuban is pushing for Dennis Lindsey to be the GM. He built the Jazz teams that won a lot of regular season games, came up short in the playoffs, but built a good team. Kind of interesting, I think, that Cuban is having a little bit of a say here. Maybe Patrick Dumont should have listened to him earlier when he thought he was still involved with stuff. But that's very important. They got to find a good GM. Bob Myers is a guy that was talked about as well, but he's working for the group that owns the Sixers and the Washington Commanders. But the first personnel move they need to make is trading Anthony Davis. It won't be for another month, basically. Trade season kind of starts December 15th once all the players who signed deals over the summer become available. He's got a gigantic contract, $54 million, so you're going to get some sort of players back, but they need to be looking for picks because they traded away control over their 27, 28, 29, and 30 first-round picks, and this team absolutely needs young talent around Cooper Flagg, around Derek Lively. The nice thing is they do have their 2026 pick. So if you trade Anthony Davis and bottom out, guess what? You might get the number one pick again. I hope that doesn't happen.
Oh, my God.
But you see the vision. And it would be helpful to have a ball handler alongside Cooper Flagg or, who knows, a wing like Debansa. Another do-it-all kind of type like Boozer. But, Darren Peterson would be nice. Nonetheless, they need to draft high in this draft and start rebuilding around Cooper Flagg, because it just doesn't make sense to have your two biggest profile players be a 33-year-old and a 19-year-old. Why?
Right.
It doesn't work. We just saw that with the Warriors. It doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially when your other great player to make this a good team isn't playing basically all season in Kyrie Irving. And they're just lacking guards right now. They're just bad out there.
So do you think Anthony Davis will be moved around the trade deadline, or like when December 15th hits? And it's like a known thing that I'm sure teams are putting together whatever deals that they want to maybe try and get this guy.
Probably. Yeah. Who's operating the basketball operations now? Is it just promoting a guy from within? Is it Michael Finley taking over? Simple as that. Is he willing to pull it off? I think the hiring, which seems to be like not happening anytime soon, or not the pursuit of it doesn't even seem to be happening is the question. Yeah, they have to hire somebody to run that front office. I don't know if you just keep it internal.
A comprehensive search will begin for a permanent replacement.
Yeah, we'll see.
According to the statement.
Yeah.
But right now, you're right. Finley and Riccardi are there. They're the interim GMs, so they'll have, I guess, decision making here with AD. Who's going to trade for AD and what will be a return? That's the fascinating part, because the guy is just getting up there in age. He's injured once again. Still, when he plays, he's a top, 20 talent probably when you consider his defense that he brings to the team. Are there any squads that you could see talking themselves into buying low, really, on Anthony Davis to try and get him in?
Oh, there's definitely a lot of teams. Zach Lowe went through a ton of trades on his podcast, The Clippers involved. Come on home, baby. Come to Chicago. If the price is right. But the Mavericks would be getting back literally like Vooch and Kobe White and Patrick Williams.
Yeah.
That's a bad contract to be getting, but the price is going to be low for Anthony Davis. He's banged up. He's going to be 33 years old. He's got a big contract, so you do have to trade a bunch of players,
right,
which means maybe you're not throwing picks in there. I think the Mavericks should be looking for picks, but with his contract number being what it is, you're probably getting a bad contract back. Like I heard Zach was pitching the Raptors, sending Emmanuel Quickley. Like a ball handler would help, but you don't really want Quickley's contract on your books. Same with a Wiggins type, something like that. I know the Heat could be involved as well, but there will be teams that are interested, especially we give the season another month. Maybe somebody hits a rough patch in the schedule, kind of drop down in the standings. Like, all right, we need a jolt here. Get Anthony Davis. He's an all-NBA player. I still am an Anthony Davis believer, but he's just not reliable to be on the court for more than 60 games a season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got to come back and ball before the Mavs are saying anything is worthy of a trade package coming back. I think he has to boost that trade value. And he has to come back and play basketball and play it well. And it's a good sign, I suppose, that he may be coming back sooner than later, because he is a capable basketball player when he actually plays. But they should want to get multiple picks to get young. There is the Sacramento Kings package that's out there, reported by SI as a possibility, which would include a couple first-round picks, the 26 Kings pick. They have the Spurs pick, which is protected as a first-round pick. They've got a Timberwolves unprotected pick in 2030, way in the future. If they get multiple picks, I think that's what you're looking at, to go along with players that have to come back because of Anthony Davis's salary. Those picks plus DeMar, Malik Monk would work.
Okay,
might be the juiciest. They do want to be
picks wise. Potentially,
the picks are good.
Yeah,
they need picks more than they need players.
Right,
absolutely. Yeah.
So Kevin O'Connor, he had two this morning that he shared. I'll just throw them at everybody. Fake trade ideas for AD. The Hawks making a move for Anthony Davis. Kristaps Porzingis coming back to the Dallas Mavericks. Newell, Luke Kennard, and then future draft picks. Any chance the Atlanta Hawks are making a move for someone like AD?
As long as they don't trade the Pelicans pick from next year, I can see it happening.
Okay.
Porzingis he's up for a contract extension, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is.
Expiring guys, I think, should be in this trade.
Right.
It's good for both sides to turn an expiring contract into a player like Anthony Davis from the Hawks side. And then if you're the Mavericks, we get Porzingis for the end of this year. See how he fits alongside Cooper. They don't really need another center. They got a billion centers right now. But if he plays well, if it looks good, the space that he provides, if that helps out, Cooper Flagg, sure, sign him to a deal. But otherwise, you could just do a rental for a season, be bad, and then draft his replacement.
I don't see the Hawks doing it. I see them in a position right now where they're not re-signing Trae Young quite yet. I think they're looking at the CBA and saying, let's just stay younger, stay a little bit more agile. And that's what they have right now. So I don't, would they like to get off Kristaps Porzingis at some point? Yeah, that makes sense. But for Anthony Davis, I don't know. I think it's a little too much of a lateral move.
And then another Eastern Conference team that's dominating right now. Again, this is KOC's fake trade idea. The Pistons. Looking maybe at the Eastern Conference landscape, going, whoa, maybe there's an actual opening here. Could we get Anthony Davis? What would it take? Let's say Tobias Harris, Karis LeVert, Jaden Ivey, obviously somebody not playing for the Detroit Pistons right now, but maybe a really young, talented guard, and then future draft capital as well. Thoughts on Detroit seeing a possibility here?
That's not a lot to give up, if I'm being quite honest. Maybe Ivy turns into something, but he hasn't been on the court hardly at all in his NBA career. I still wouldn't do it, though. If I'm Detroit, let it mellow. Let's see what you got going. You're playing really well right now. You got a great big guy in Duren. There are probably other players who become available who are named Lauri Markkanen that would fit this team better. They need outside shooting more than they need another guy who's going to play in the lane, clog things up for Cade.
Yeah, I would be reluctant. I do see that type of team that has multiple parts definitely becoming a little appealing to the Dallas Mavericks, along with the picks, sure, but I would wait. I mean, Dennis Jenkins is balling for the Detroit Pistons. It just feels like they've got such good chemistry right now. Just keep it rolling. And yeah, they need a big who can shoot. And so whether it's Lauri Markkanen, whether the Jazz are willing to trade a future All-Star like 2026 All-Star and Lauri Markkanen, I mean, he's balling. That's a different scenario. But the Pistons they got to stay with what they got.
Well, I think you're right about this idea of AD's got to get back here, and how does he look and play, and then maybe those trade packages get a little juicier. AD is signed for next season, for this season and next season before his 27-player option, and then is extension eligible next summer.
This was supposed to be
you got
the
to
year.
pay him right away if you trade for him, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be back. This was supposed to be the year he had healthy eyeballs, that he started wearing the goggles, and he was supposed to be healthy immediately. Yeah, I know I'm one of the people who say, well, he does play in a good bunch of games, but now he is honestly getting to be 33 soon, and he's missing just games after games after games, unfortunately.
So Nico Harrison gone. They can now, I guess, Mavs fans can start the process of building the relationship back with the organization.
100%. That was my third phase of people who need to do something different. The Mavs fans now need to support their team. Like, this is our pick'em game tonight. We'll get into it a little bit. They flexed their power. They got Nico Harrison out of there.
Yeah.
Now you have to support the guys that are there because, like I said, it's not their fault that Luka Doncic was traded for Anthony Davis. They got a Hall of Famer back. And it's like, oh, we hate this guy. Can you blame him? No. But now that Nico's gone, at least you can say, look, you guys aren't the problem. We got your back. Patrick Dumont, we'll see if we have your back. We did not have Nico's back. So let's make it a fun place for the Mavericks to play rather than them hating to come back from road trips. That's pretty depressing.
They're like, oh, God.
Oh, we got to play another game in front of our fans? Yeah. That's terrible.
The Mavs were considering home court a disadvantage, is what McMahon said.
Yeah.
That's how bad it got.
Yeah. PJ Washington was saying it as a member of the Mavs immediately, how much it was hurting them. I mean, that was weeks after. Yeah. And they didn't address it then. They raised the prices of tickets going into 25-26. They didn't think about all of the aspects.
Tone deaf.
And it took them 9 months. It took them 9 months to do a photo op at courtside with a fan. It took them a long time. And here they are. And it ain't gonna, because it's been 9 months, it's not going to be one trade and all is healed. It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought of, maybe they start 11-0. They keep Nico Harrison's job for a while, but he would be gone by the end of the year unless they go out and, is it the finals that they'd have to get to? They would have to go super far to keep Nico Harrison's job past this coming season because everyone hates them. Because, again, they raised the prices. And because they were just about the money to not pay Luka to not pay others.
You can say all the other reasons. It's because they traded their guy. This was a franchise that had Dirk's back forever. Mm-hmm. And they went through the trials and tribulations, brutal losses, first-round upsets, winning MVP and getting bounced, all these things that happened with the franchise, but that was their guy. And he stuck through it, and they tried to build around him. And, man, then they win the title, and everybody's like, That may be the best championship win ever of all of them because of who we went through and how long it took and all that. And they thought, I think Mavs fans were like, all right, we're doing it again with Luka. And they got to the finals. This is the other part of this. It's just crazy. They were there. Okay, they got beat by the Celtics, but then to suddenly turn around like, we'll never do it with this guy who's just an all-NBA guy that just took you to the final. It's just mind-blowing. And I think Nico just looked at this like it is fantasy basketball and didn't take into the equation actual emotions from their fan base. And it was like, oh, we'll just move off him. We'll get a good player in AD. You'll see. I'll be laughing last, but like you're taking out the human element of it. And it was pretty amazing that they like voiced their concerns and it did work. Yeah. In addition to them struggling. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They got all the way to the championship round.
That's what Patrick Dumont called it.
Yeah.
That's a bad sign.
Yeah, and look, throw it in there. They lost Dirk. Like, Dirk's not a Mavs fan anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Once he was
thing.
traded, he was showing up at Lakers games. He's doing TV now. This guy was a Mavs icon, and now he's like, ugh. Everybody's like, ugh.
Yeah. They got to work to get people like Dirk and obviously their fan base just back on board. But you're right. It'll be interesting to see how they react tonight, that game, the fans.
I think it'll be a raucous atmosphere.
I sort of do too.
Should be.
I sort of do too.
Yeah. That's why
they had like I saw like a news clip, all the people who were there protesting after the Luka trade were back. The guys with the coffin, they were back, and they're all playing "Celebrate Good Times, Come Out." So they're gonna be happy tonight. For
they're
sure.
winning.
Yep.
I'm picking them in the pick 'em.
You're getting your first win tonight.
Oh, wow.
You are gonna.
Wow.
I think so.
know. We'll find
they
out.
should take care of business against Phoenix.
Anything else here on Nico Harrison's firing and the Mavs moving forward or trade ideas?
Cooper Flagg looked great in their last game.
Yeah.
He really did.
Gets overlooked.
Yeah, he had his best game yet.
Oh, he
Coming
looked
around.
awesome. Yeah, Jason Kidd was playing a point guard again. Their best capable point guard. It was helping out Cooper Flagg. That take to the bucket with Giannis going up as high as he possibly could. Cooper just absorbing it in a late game situation and scoring. It was awesome. Yeah, and the earlier play, as I mentioned on yesterday's show, with a couple minutes left, to get Cooper an advantage, a size advantage, running plays for him with a point guard. I don't know what Jason Kidd was doing, and I know TJ Kidd is all upset about it too. Hilarious stuff.
Yeah, sure. Throw that in the mix. Why did Nico Harrison not get a real guard for this team?
Yeah. And why Jason Kidd wasn't starting even just to see how bad D'Angelo Russell was at the beginning of this season. I mean, they threw him in.
He knew how bad he was.
I guess.
He knew.
I guess
Should have had a player coach again. Jason Kidd should have played, man.
But Monday was an awesome game for them. It was fun. They were leading in the fourth quarter because Brandon Williams was starting at point guard. They're playing guards. That was good.
Yeah. Look, a Luka trade could have very easily set the Mavs back like a decade, but then they hit the lottery and they have Cooper Flagg. That's a glimmer of hope, right, for their future. So like this could be somehow way worse, but they got Cooper.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could. It's
but
wild.
they still set themselves back a decade. Like, I mean, you have
maybe.
to imagine they get back to the finals a lot quicker with Luka than with Cooper Flagg.
Yeah,
it's
I see
probably
what you're
going to be a
saying.
decade until they get back with Cooper Flagg.
Yeah, that's true.
And Wemby's in their conference. That sucks. Oh, no. Oh, Luka's in their conference as well. With a deep-pocketed Lakers ownership group who is going to spend every single dollar they can.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Who makes it back to the finals first,
Well,
Luka
be
or the
honest,
Mavs?
Luka.
Absolutely. They set their franchise back a decade easily already.
Yeah, the scary part is this ownership has a ton of money too in Dallas. They've got a ton of money. There's a lot of money there. They just didn't want to spend it. In part.
A billionaire that's actually a cheapskate? I've heard it all.
Yeah, the Lakers, I would have loved to seen a healthy Mavs team against that Lakers team last year in the playoffs. That would have been fun to see Kyrie and Anthony Davis versus Luka and LeBron. That would have been a good series. I think I'm taking the Mavs. I think I was taking the Mavs in that series. if they're fully healthy.
You're a Nico Harrison supporter.
Yeah, man.
I'm a
You're trying to get
logical
some
man.
free Nike shoes or something like that? It's a smart
Why? He's
play.
not giving away anything.
Well, it gives away players.
Hey.
Oh, all right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the All-Star game format and a few of last night's games. The NBA season's a grind. Games every night. Schedule's packed. Tonight, 12 games on. Dear Lord. That's why I'm fired up about the new Peloton cross-training Tread Plus powered by Peloton IQ. Peloton IQ plans your workouts, tracks your progress, even corrects your form. And with the swivel screen, oh baby, you can go from a ride on the Bike Plus to a quick yoga stretch or an ab workout in seconds. I'm mixing it up with Dennis Morton for yoga. You thought Morton was only in the salt game? This guy's a yoga guy. Alex Toussaint pushing me on the tread. Emma Lovewell crushing my core. Let yourself run, let yourself lift, let yourself flex, push and go. Check out the new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus at onepeloton.com.
Okay, it's NBA tip-off month, and FanDuel is your home for live betting. So even if you missed the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. As I was picking the line for tonight's game, I saw that last night. Is this team going to come back? There's a good line on it. You could feel it. You could feel it in that Boston-Philly game. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join because FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA.
All right, if you're joining us on YouTube, do us a favor, hit the like button and make sure you've subscribed so you know when we're always going live. And podcast listeners, 5-star ratings and reviews. Okay, it's official. The U.S. versus the world is finally a done deal.
Yes.
And will be the format for this season's NBA All-Star Game. Though it's not really a game, is it? It's really a round-robin tournament of games. It's going to be played Sunday, February 15th, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's right.
Okay.
Coming a little earlier this year. It's going to air on NBC at just about the midway point of the Winter Olympics, which is sort of why we're doing all of this. But we already knew that part. I guess the big news last night was we got a little more clarification on how the teams are going to be picked. So it's basically the same as it's been in recent years, with one notable tweak. NBA is eliminating the front court and back court position designations for players. So each ballot from fans will include 5 players from the Eastern Conference, 5 players from the Western Conference. So we're still doing that, but positions will not matter, nor will nationalities at that point. Okay? And then the 14 reserves, 7 from each conference, are going to be selected by the head coaches. And then it's like, we got to make the teams. Because there's no guarantee that we're going to have exactly 16 American players and exactly 8 international players that are going to just emerge from this voting. And what happens if that's the case? Like, it's outweighted one way or the other. Adam Silver is just going to add players. That's all he's going to do.
Oh, absolutely.
There's going to be so many All-Stars. There's going to be like 30 All-Stars this year.
I mean,
when you factor in injury replacements.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, why? Just because they need to force them in to get 16 and 8?
Yeah. So, like, if it ended up being 18 American players and 6 international players, they're adding 2 international players. That takes you up to 26.
But they do that every year anyway because guys are injured.
But then they're going to do it on top of injury replacements.
Yeah.
Well, I think the injury replacements are going to be those players.
They're going to have 24. They're going to have 16 and 8 minimum to announce it. And then we've got the month afterwards where they're figuring out who's actually going to be able to play.
I think
this is the stupidest fucking thing. I can't believe how difficult they're making this. It's so dumb, Tass, and I know you're going to defend it and convince me.
What am I going to defend?
I don't know.
I want to see a basketball game. That's all I want to see.
I think this isn't a basketball game.
Well, that's not. We haven't talked about that yet. We haven't even talked about the game. We haven't talked about the 12-minute quarters.
Just like they did last year. And it was so stupid.
Well, they're going to change. Well, listen, what they started with last year in that first game, quarter, whatever you want to call it, that was fine. That was a fine game. Victor Wembanyama
was a fine 12-minute game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Game. It's a 12-minute game.
Last I checked, basketball games were 48 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't a game. It wasn't a game last year. When they designed that was supposed to be 48 minutes of games. The All-Stars are supposed to come to the arena. They're supposed to sit down. They're supposed to take off their jackets. They're supposed to get introduced. They're supposed to run on the floor. They run on the floor until the 40-point total that they had. They're supposed to sit down, get loose for 3 minutes because there's a commercial, and then get back on the floor. That's not what happened.
I know. And
they started
a concert. We're having more little mini games. If you wanted
but hold
to,
on. But now,
Okay, go ahead.
who cares about this international world thing now that we have to select these players? All-stars are going to get selected. 24 all-stars are going to get selected. Nobody cares about how they're selected. All they care about is going on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, turning on their NBC TV, and they're getting all these casual fans for the Olympics, and they want to see a good game. That's all they want. That's all they care about.
Game!
Yeah,
not games!
Well, that's the
Not
weird...
mini games. Games. So if you're just going to end up picking the goddamn All-Stars, it sounds anyway, Silver, then why aren't we just doing USA versus the world? It's pretty simple. Just do it.
Just do it at 48 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
Adam's pick.
It's so silly, man.
Just pick your top 24 players, Adam Silver.
Because they think when the U.S. Team A plays the world, there's only one, so they don't get a Team A, that it'll be a fun 1 quarter of play. And I imagine it would be, again, the first quarter last year with Victor Wembanyama blocking shots and running back on to the three-point line, it wasn't any worse of a first quarter than the history of NBA All-Star Game basketball. It was fine.
But it got worse and worse as it all went on. And a part of that was the production of it all. Yes.
I think basketball players should be able to play basketball and not sit and determine the Mr. Beast giveaway was fun or the Kevin Hart jokey jokes. And we're saying bye to TNT even though they're coming back on ESPN the next year.
Yeah, that was dumb.
That was a lot. That was a lot to consume for anybody out there. Yeah. And so when they tune in on NBC, as they're trying to get these casual fans that, I don't know,
that are watching snowboarding.
Yeah.
So the USA hockey game is the lead into this.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, we know what the lead is.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Hockey.
I mean, you're going to get people sucked in. We thought that there would be some sort of hockey copy of what happened at the All-Star game with the 4 nations, like 4 countries actually playing. But that didn't happen.
Do that. Yeah.
You could have.
Well, we can't. Well,
not in one night. It would have been Friday.
Dwight Powell now on the Canadian All-Star team.
Well, you could have got 8. Listen, when it comes to the international players,
it's no problem.
It's no problem. I think it's going to be not too bad. There's not going to be too many extras just picked. A lot of them come from the Western Conference as far as the international goes. Jokic, Luka, Wemby, and SGA. From the West, Giannis is probably going to be there as a starter. Those are the 5 starters, I'd say. Jokic, Lukic, Wemby, SGA, Giannis. Then comes Şengün.
Yeah, that's 6 right there. That's 6 international locks, basically, I think, at this point.
And then it's how cute are we getting with the end guys? And listen, when the fans pick up their ballots, and when also the media and players have to select, they're not.
Oh my God! I just forgot about that.
It's like the Electoral College of All-Star selections.
Yeah, they're not looking at, this guy's from Montenegro, Vooch. Yeah, I'm taking him over the American player. That ain't happening. They're just picking guys, and so they don't see it. The coaches who pick the reserves, like they always do, are not going to see the countries. They're just going to pick 12 from each side, and it's going to get close. The next guys will probably be some little trio or duo, I guess. It's only we're at 6. Jamal Murray, who's balling,
potentially.
Denny Avdia, Larry Markkinen, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, that's right.
And then are we going to the Dominican for Karl Anthony Towns?
Well, one's going to be hilarious, because he's probably going to be named an All-Star.
But because those guys are all West, I think the weird part, you may see U.S. players that are a little deeper on the ballot than you'd think from the Eastern Conference. Like Mikal Bridges, maybe. Like somebody like that might make it.
Wow.
So that would be the odd part. The international's no problem. These other 2 USA teams.
Well, and here's the part we don't know, and they don't even know yet. What about the U.S. players? How are they split up? That's a fair question. Right. They said they haven't decided yet.
We'll figure it out later. Do a draft. Do a draft. Why not? Get every format in here.
Yeah.
We got conferences. We got USA versus World. We got a schoolyard draft. We can do it all.
Yeah, they haven't decided because it's November 11th that this was announced on TV. And when Adam Silver had his press conference at the governor's meeting, as he always does, he said that this was going to be announced the beginning of the season. It's going to be this thing on NBC. You can, kind of collaborate that, combine it with all the Olympics talk. Like it was supposed to happen way earlier, but I guess it got pushed back. You got the Clipper situation going on, some other big thing going on with gambling, which happened a little later than the beginning of the year. So there's no excuse that they should have had this planned as part of the programming schedule. But I guess they had to squeeze in Michael Jordan too, who didn't do anything last night, right?
I don't think so. No insights into excellence.
No insights.
Taking a break. Load management. What up?
Well, he's retired. He's like being a greeter at Walmart. He doesn't work every day.
You just said when there's this whole gambling scandal going on, I just realized, this is why we're doing it. So we can bet on 4 games instead of 1. That's the real reason. Damn it.
I'm getting in on that third quarter line for sure.
But we don't know how the coaches are going to be selected, because I guess we need 3 instead of 2.
Do we need an international coach?
Wow. Do we? Yes, we do. And we don't know how the player pool of award money, I guess, will be distributed either. But they're still figuring it out. They don't know is the problem.
Tiago Splitter's my international coach.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a good chance.
Yeah, man.
He's got a really good chance.
All right.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Jesus. Oh, my God. Anyway, at least it's on earlier.
I mean, the most painful part is all the people who talk about it in the media for these months prior, right? Because for fans, when they look at the teams, and even when they select, they're just going to pick 24 players.
Well,
I mean,
that's
like
why
that part.
It's so silly. Because then Silver's just going to be like, we need 2 more Americans. All right, Mikal Bridges, you're in. I mean, that really diminishes like the all-star selection to me a little bit. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll see.
But maybe
like the names I just said, the international team, obviously pretty freaking great. There's going to be 16 American players. It just depends on how they're all selected. So how it all breaks down from east to west. I don't think it'll be that bad. I think there will be a couple injury replacements that are literally.
Do you like
we need him. We need this guy from the state of California. I mean, from America. Anyway.
Do you like the positionless aspect to this?
That's interesting.
Because I guess it's getting overlooked a little bit. It's like, who cares? Today's Wemby's a point guard.
The best guys are going to get voted in.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Wemby's going to make it. Jokic is going to make it. They're not making it because they were centers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That was the only question for Vince and Carmelo yesterday because it went pretty frickin' fast. That was the only question, and Vince didn't like it. He just wants it, I guess, traditional, but Jokic is making the frickin' team. I mean, Wemby's making the frickin' team. So what does it really matter? I don't think it matters in this situation. Maybe if it's 10 years ago and DeAndre Jordan and Rudy Gobert are the only centers, then maybe, but not anymore.
Right. Okay, well, let's hear your opinion on the USA versus world format here. At least what we know now. Things still to be determined.
They better let my guy Lethal Shooter do something.
Okay, fair.
I like him better than Mr. Beast. I like him better than Tristan Jass. I just saw him shooting hoops through a windmill. Like a gigantic, like a turbine one.
That one might be old, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I had seen that one, I think. Yeah,
who knows, man?
Yeah.
He'll shoot through anything.
Yeah, he will.
Let's see him do it live.
Yeah. Put him on the team, Silver. He's American.
International or American? I don't know.
I guess he's American, isn't he?
He was shooting with somebody famous recently, too.
He was just in the Clippers gym doing something, knocking them down. He's got a nice jumper. He understands.
It's lethal, man. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, I'm sure we'll have more to say about this, and I'll get angry again. But we'll get to actually filling out our ballots at some point later. It's a little too early, even for us. Okay.
Yeah. This was Franz's year, man.
Oh,
it ain't gonna happen now.
Yeah,
He could have easily. If he
that.
was balling, he could beat out an Avdia, maybe, a Giddy.
Definitely feels Jamal Murray's chances feel strong right now. Nuggets playing well. He's having his best start. Gonna need another Canadian in there, another international guard. God, this is so funny. Okay, let's talk briefly about last night's games. Is there one game worth mentioning from last night that you wanted to address?
Well, the Toronto Raptors are 6-5, baby. Better than the Boston Celtics 5-7. I just like, getting in on the standings there. I think the thing to look at, to watch basketball wise, the John Morant painful situation in Memphis remains alive. I mean, he has not performed since that game with the Lakers where he clearly wasn't trying in the second half. 5 games shooting 28% last night, 16% the game before, 35, 31, and 31, those 5 games. As Trey pointed out while we were doing our Substack chat, the turnovers are horrendous, but the whole season now is looking very much like the Jimmy Butler scenario for the first few months last year. He is shooting 35% from the floor. 47%.
From the floor, not from three, from the floor.
47% as an advanced shooting percentage. That's bad. It's like watching him play, you could see how he wasn't going at every single potential lane or space or trying to get around doubles as much as he used to. So the question is this a Jimmy Butler scenario where Miami says, okay, we gotta cut the cord here. I think it's too soon to say that because he is out there playing. Because I don't know what the package is.
5 or 6 games.
What's the package coming back?
Okay,
he's not a decade. He's a decade younger than Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's a big difference, I think, to say, hey, we're done and we're not getting much back. It all depends what's coming back. Does he have to play better? Are they just going to withstand it? Because there is that possibility. If it's just bad packages coming back to Memphis, he is playing. Maybe you just hold on until the end of the season. I think that is a possibility.
Yeah, I feel like something's going to change. They're on a big road trip right now, playing some Eastern Conference teams, and if it goes poorly, you could see them moving on from the coaching staff because that's easier to do before we get to trade season. But Ja just didn't look good. I think part of it was New York had a pretty good defensive plan. They were blitzing him quite a bit. He got a bunch of assists off similar plays that he did have turnovers on. But it comes down to the fact that he's playing like he's a jump shooter. When he comes around a screen, he's looking to shoot a mid-ranger or a three-pointer, and he's just not a shooter. Ja Morant gets downhill and gets in the lane, and that's not happening right now. Some of the turnovers were absolutely brutal. Some of them were just the other guy dropping the pass. Maybe he's throwing a little bit too much mustard on it, but he doesn't seem to be completely locked in here. They're down by 25 points at the end of the third quarter. He's just jolly smiles and clapping. Felt very sarcastic to me.
Yeah. And the Knicks, by the way, I mean, they continue their sizzling start here, their offensive start under Mike Brown. I think they're 7-0 now at home. Perfect there. The final score, 133-120, that looks sort of way closer than the game actually was. It was a blowout, and Grizzlies sort of did a fake-ass comeback. But Knicks are on fire right now. They're feeling good.
Rolling.
Yeah, for sure. But the Ja Morant, if you're actually watching the games and watching his possessions, his body language is brutal right now. So
doesn't want to get in the lane, doesn't want to finish at the rim.
His defense is non-existent. I mean, there's those too.
Yeah.
It's like all these times where he could be trying, doubling down, whatever. He's just sort of just standing, watching. You guys figure it out. Yeah. What about you, TK?
Well, you mentioned it. The most exciting game last night was Celtics-76ers. They've already played 3 times this season, and every game has been a one-possession game. Yeah. I did love Tyrese Maxey in the post-game interview said, it feels like we've played them 100 times since I came into the NBA. It does. The Celtics and the Sixers play all the time, but it was the Justin Edwards show. He had 22 points, 5 threes, had 13 in the fourth quarter. I loved Maxey getting him that second 3 after Edwards had just hit one. Maxey drives in the lane, chucks it out to him. Edwards swishes it. Crowd pops. VJ Edgecombe had a crazy shot. Kawhi Leonard style bounce up in the air. That was cool. And then Kelly Oubre won it with a tip-in after Justin Edwards finally missed a shot, took the game winner, but nobody on the glass for the Celtics. Nice tip for Oubre. The most interesting game to me, though, Thunder stomped the Warriors. Led by 36, never close after halftime. And the Warriors right now feel like they are teetering on the edge. They're 6-6, haven't beaten a good team since the opening week of the season. They have 6 straight road losses. Throw in the fact that they lost to the Nuggets by 25 on Friday. Nuggets and Thunder, these are the top 2 teams in the NBA, not just the Western Conference. That shows you how much farther down in the pecking order the Warriors are. Also didn't like what I saw from Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler in their post-game press conferences. Draymond is saying, we're not committed to winning. Everybody has personal agendas. And if you don't get rid of your personal agenda, maybe people get rid of you. Jimmy is saying, you got to be honest with yourself. So everybody's like, who are they talking about? Kuminga's struggling hard right now. It might not even be Kuminga. It might be Brandon Podziemski. They got him coming off the bench, and he thinks he's the 3rd best player on the Warriors and is playing with no confidence. Kuminga's turning the ball over all the time. Draymond is turning the ball over all the time. Didn't matter. The Thunder had 20 turnovers. They won by 30 points. Even Draymond said that. So I don't know. Warriors looked very old in that game against the Thunder. The torch has been passed, but it feels like the light is fading if you're the Warriors. You just see them running on down the tunnel. That thing is barely a flicker. They got to figure something out right now because the Warriors do not look good.
Yeah, I think it was the lack of Steph effect and just his trickle-down effect over these last week, really, until he came back yesterday was clear to me that he just needs to be out there. And he tried out there. He had an illness that he came out first possession. He's doing classic Steph stuff, just running that circle and getting a bucket on the first possession. But he just looked gassed. And Casey Wallace did a great job locking down.
Was all over him.
But he only played 20 minutes. He didn't look right. So we can see if he starts to get it going. But is he going to play in a back-to-back against the Spurs tonight? I mean, they have to get it together on the road here for a 6-game trip. That was game number 1. Maybe Steph just being around helps out.
Could they be a team desperate enough to make a move for Anthony Davis? With the very small window left for
who do they have to trade to get to $54 million?
Kuminga's part
Jimmy,
of it.
I guess, makes like basically the exact same, but I doubt they'd do that. Yeah, I don't know who it would take to get there. But you could convince yourself they'd be a team that would. I mean, he would help. When healthy, that's the whole other part.
Yeah, a team that feels like they're one piece away would make the most sense.
Yeah, are they is the question. I just wanted to address the Jazz beating the Pacers. 280 points were scored.
Hey.
Probably hit the over. I didn't see what the over underline was on FanDuel last night, but Ace Bailey is starting now for the Utah Jazz. Second game. I thought he looked solid. I know they're playing the Pacers, but 20 points from him. That step back 3 looks comfortable for him. We know he's a bucket, and he hit like 3 in this game. That was like, ooh, that was a nice separation he created there. A couple on Siakam, obviously a lengthy guy, pretty good defender. So Ace Bailey, I think he might be starting from here on out for the rest of his career with at least the Jazz.
The highlights were good.
Yeah,
he looks great.
But man,
on a cool court.
The Pacers are that bad.
They're very bad.
They're that bad that the Jazz are scoring 152 on them. Holy crap!
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
Lowry continues to be awesome. He dropped 35. But on the other side, yes, I guess this is the year Pascal Siakam doesn't make the All-Star game.
In an international year.
Could have been his year.
Brutal. All right, pick 'em. We've alluded to it. We know what it is. Phoenix, Dallas, what's the line?
The Dallas Mavericks are favored by 1.5 points at home. All their fans will be there. Probably. And they'll probably be cheering. So this feels like the time for me to break my offer this month.
Wow, here we go.
As I sit 0 for 7. It's amazing. It's amazing.
We haven't seen that many times in the history of the show.
No, never. I don't think we've ever seen it.
I had one garbage start once, but I don't even think 0-7.
7?
That's a lot.
And if you want it, whoever's breaking down the numbers out there, I'm not asking anybody to do this, but I'm sure many of these losses were by half a point.
Oh, you lost some backbreakers.
Ended up being the last 10 seconds.
I think half of them at least. 4 of the 7 maybe.
Bulls for sure. Mavericks for sure.
There was
I
one
remember
more
off the top of my head those ones.
Yeah, that's. Oh, Mavericks. The Spurs. The Spurs won. Spurs did it. It was Kelly Olynyk did it when he got that offensive rebound.
That's why it's impossible for you to go over in the month.
It'd be hard.
It's like this, the improbability.
Well, Phoenix going into Dallas. All this stuff going around Dallas. Phoenix is playing.
They're
pretty
rolling.
good basketball.
No, absolutely. That's why I'm taking them.
Well, yeah, that's why you're comfortable taking. You see a win with the Phoenix Suns.
I see a win with whatever you're not picking.
Yeah, Suns can lose by 1, which would happen to me.
Yeah, probably will happen.
Because the Mavs got to win by 2.
Cooper game winner tonight.
Yeah, hilarious stuff.
Cooper game winner. Fans are going insane in the AAC.
But I do think this is the best version of the Mavs because Jason Kidd has decided to play a point guard who's pretty capable beside Cooper Flagg. So that's why we got the best Cooper Flagg game on Monday against the Bucks. So that's why I feel comfortable. This is the best Mavs we've seen. I don't know if Nico convinced Kidd, hey man, don't play your point guards. It's the Cooper time. I don't know what happened. But J Kidd is locked in. He's listening to everybody. He's listening to his son, TJ Kidd. They got to play point guards.
What was this TJ Kidd thing? I didn't even watch it. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. I started as like, screw this. I don't watch it.
I don't like to watch something where there's a blurred out background. Like he was doing some sort of Zoom thing. He had like a,
So
don't see my background.
What was he saying
that.
though?
Well, he had a 4-minute video of him basically promoting. It's a teaser for his new podcast or it's videos, online videos, where he's going to be talking to a camera or something. So it's a 4-minute video. But what was going around was the 45 seconds he took a break from promoting his video to fake a call.
Yeah,
he's like, hold on. He goes to the camera. Hold on a second.
Okay, it is fake. I wanted to clarify that.
It's got to be.
Otherwise, why would it have been posted?
Yeah.
He did a fake call to call out his dad?
It has to be.
That's awesome.
It has to be because he doesn't take any breaks because you can tell by the acting. There's I know it's tough there in Dallas. It's going to get better. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's this. There's not enough.
Right,
there's not enough pause for the other guy to talk. It's just, okay. Yeah. And then he continues to talk. Yeah, it had to be fake. It had to be. I'm guessing.
So it's actually, he's thinking I'll do this fake call with my dad about the Mavs.
Well, it's not from his dad. It's not from his dad.
Well,
it's just from some guy talking about the Mavs and his dad. Well, I don't know why he's not playing point guard.
Okay, but he's doing that because it's going to drum up interest in said TJ Kidd podcast coming to a network near you.
I guess
that's what we think. How's the noggin looking?
It's got a hat on. It's got a
TJ Kidd hat on.
It's TJ. He's got his own logo. TJK.
Nice.
It does look cool. His logo.
He's grown into his head though.
He looks a lot like Jason. He's kidding like Jason. But like, look, I only watch clips of player podcasts. I'm not watching TJ Kidd podcasts. Okay, I appreciate hearing the backdrop of it though.
Sure.
Yeah, it's all the clips. That's all you need.
It's all the clips.
Do you think his first guest should be Dad or Nico?
Well, Nico would be a good get. It would be pretty good.
Very good get.
I can't believe he did a fake call. That's actually awesome. We gotta start doing that.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason why he got publicity.
Yeah. All right, fascinating.
It worked.
12 games on tonight, and Dallas has to win by 2 for Tass to snap his losing streak here, which is getting pretty legendary.
Yeah.
In the No Dunk Starters Basketball Jones streets.
I'm out there evaluating goatees to see whose goatee I can emulate. Yeah.
TJ Kidd have one? He feels like a type of guy that would have one.
He's had one. He's got a scruff going on here.
He's had one.
Probably, right?
Probably feels like it at some point. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, coming up later today, Bulls are back, week 3.
Hey!
TK's awesome Bulls rewatch of the 72-10 Bulls on Playback. That link in the show notes. 3 p.m. Is that correct?
3 p.m., 3 games on today.
Okay.
Orlando Magic.
Oh,
Shaq and Penny.
Nice.
Horace Grant revenge game.
Ooh.
3D Dennis Scott. We got the Cavs, our first repeat. Then the New Jersey Nets. No Jason Kidd, but you got Armin Gilliam and Kenny Anderson.
The Hammer. Oh, Kenny Anderson, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool though, man. I gave credit to whoever this person is who put these up, saying they do a good job with these replays. Because you're not just getting
It's not bang, 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 bang.
but like they included Chris Dudley airballing a free throw.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I want to see 30 years after the fact.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep it up.
I was going to ask you, do you know the results of the games heading into your rewatch?
I could easily find it out.
Yeah, I know, but
but I'm trying to keep it fresh.
Like I don't
like to know ahead of time. I assume they're going to win most of them. They did go 72-10.
But have they lost the game yet?
Undefeated still.
Okay. I was wondering when they lose their first game.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You might find out today with Trey if they lose one of these games in week 3 of.
They also don't have the score bug up for the majority of these games. I don't remember that from the 90s. That feels like an 80s thing to me. But now you watch the game, the score's up the entire time.
Yeah.
Not the case on WGN back in the days.
You had to really focus.
That's awesome. You got to pay attention. They should go back to that.
You had to score the game at home like you're watching baseball.
Yeah, it's a lot of writing.
Yeah. I was just gonna say my daughters see a score bug disappear usually now because of there's an error in the truck, something's going on, and they ask, "Where is it? Where is it?"
They're so conditioned.
Yeah. That's just the way it is. Yeah. But I say maybe AI will produce one for us. Let's just wait. Maybe AI will jump one. Yeah.
So that's at 3 p.m. on Playback, and then later tonight. Yeah, you're jumping on Playback.
Yeah.
For a lot of these games, I guess.
Yes, Playback is encouraging what they're calling Playback's Big Day. because we want to prove that the future of sports belongs to fans and creators, not behind paywalls.
Okay.
So let's break NBA viewership records across Playback, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X. Kick?
What the hell is Kick?
TJ Kick?
That's
what is
his
that?
podcast is about.
Yeah, they want some affordability for games. Nice. I suppose that's what they're promoting, but just fan watchability. But as you said, Trey, there's games upon games. There's 12 games. And yeah, the Knicks Magic. It's an interesting one. Hey, I'm interested in. I'll tune in to Wizards Rockets. This could be Cam Whitmore's revenge.
Oh,
game.
wow.
That dunk against Jalen Duren was freaking awesome the other day.
Cam.
There's lots of good games.
So
I'll be on
what
early.
time tonight? 7? 7:30?
Yeah, I'm a 7 man. Once the games start, I'm ready. I don't want to just wait.
Okay.
But we'll go early. Yeah.
All right. Again, Playback link in the show notes. Go join our No Ducks room. That is for free, and you can hang out with Taz tonight. Work in the remote control. All right. We will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to have a special guest tomorrow. Until then, Clipper Bros.
You heard it here first. Have a great time. Turn up. Love you guys. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, we're not on Kick now. There's some people in the stream team asking, are we on Kick now?
What? I've never heard of Kick.
What's a Kick?
How do you spell it?
Just regular Kick.
Oh, wow, that makes it hard to search. Kick platform. We'll be on it by tomorrow.
Wow, we're joining Kick. You heard it here first. No?
Maybe.
Find out tomorrow whether or not we got on Kick. Did we see Clipper Bros?
Yes, we did.
All right, embrace the day, people.